Hello everyone, welcome back to the 88 Eagles Den, where I have 88 eagles and each of them have a name. And what I do is every day, or almost every day, I go through each one and I ask their name. Normally what I do is I would ask their name before I come on and make a video, and I would write it down. Now I've named all of them up to 30 so far. So this one already has a name, and it's Poetry. So this is Poetry. I'm going to show you the back. So today what I decided to do, this is number 19. Today what I decided to do was I wanted to impromptu just what I would do is I would hold the eagle in my hand and I would ask what's its message. So today what I'm doing is I'm going to not write anything down and just ask Poetry for his message. That's Poetry. Then Poetry. What is Poetry saying? What message do you have for us, Poetry? Number 19. Out of 88 eagles, this is number 19. You can see some of the eagles behind me, but they're all over the place. Poetry, what is your message for us today? Poetry. Sometimes life can be like a rhyme. You're driving down the street and you feel this intuition to go right, so you drive right. And then you pull up into a gas station and lo and behold, you meet a friend that you haven't seen in a long time. And you feel like, wow, I had a choice of either going left or going right, but I chose to go right. And now I'm at this gas station, and now I'm seeing you, an old friend I haven't seen in a long time. How synchronistic that happened. Like a rhyme. And then the friend says, hey, I have some time. Would you like to go for a bite to eat? And then you say to your friend, sure, I'll go for a bite to eat. And you say, okay, follow me. And then you drive and your friend follows you, and you drive down the highway until you come across this place with umbrellas on the tables. And you pull in there and your friend follows you in, you both park your cars, and you go and you get a table with the umbrellas on the table. It's a nice, beautiful, sunny day. And you're sitting there talking with the sun out, and there's an ocean just on the other side of the restaurant, so you can feel the ocean air. It's a very peaceful moment. And this rendezvous that just happened by chance because you took the right turn, it feels so soft and elegant, almost very poetic. In that your life, instead of it being a story, what's the story of your life? It should be a poetic, a poem. It should be very poetic, like a poem. That even poems have twists and turns. This happened, and oh, you're grabbing the end of your chair like, oh no. And in the poem came to a screeching halt. And then this happened. And then this happened. And then that happened. It's like a poem is about emotions, about stirring up emotions, whether it be anger, fear, love, passion, like sexual arouseness, whatever, fantasy, whatever emotions that we have, poems are there to invite us to go to that place, but in a poetic way. It's a poem in a poetic way, in a soft ease way, not a harsh, jarring way, but a poetic way to invoke those emotions, whether it be fear or excitement or love or passion or creativity, laughter, surprise. But it's all in a very poetic way, because we're human after all, and we have feelings. And a poem is there to evoke those feelings, emotions in us, but in a poetic way. So poetic is saying, but I don't think he's finished. He's saying, I'm not done yet. I have more to share. Okay, I'm sorry. What else did you want to share? Poetic is saying, your life should be like a poem, with all the twists and turns, the synchronicities, driving down the street into a gas station, you meet a friend, and you end up at a beautiful restaurant with the ocean there and the umbrellas on the table, and you're breathing in the air and you're having a nice conversation. At the same time, the confusion at that stop sign, should I turn right, should I turn left, and you decide to turn left, and you end up seeing your friend, like decisions and choices and being startled, but being startled in a way that is not lasting for a long time, that it's not something to hold on to for a long time, that if something is hurting you, an emotion that's hurting you, to treat it like a poem, to not hold on to it, to grip onto it. If somebody said something to you that hurt you, that treat it like a poem, like the next line in the poem is going to be different. It's going to relate to that, but it's going to be elegant. It's going to be peaceful. It's going to be ease. That emotion that person said something to you that hurt you, but it's not there like a story where it'll be, and then this happened, and that happened, and this happened, and then there's a beginning, middle, and an end. That's like a story. But a poem is these mixtures of this, and then that, and then this, and then that. It's like this little dance of softness, even though the emotions can be strong and powerful and even aggressive at times. But the aggression is not an aggression like to hurt you. It's like a passing emotion, because it's part of the poem. It's not a story. Oh, here comes my cat. Sorry, my cat just jumped down. I don't want him to move the camera while we're talking to poetic. So a poem is emotions, but they're not emotions hanging on for the ending. It's a poem that's there written as a soft flowing. It's words that flow. Whereas a story is very, waiting for the next thing, waiting for the next thing. Someone says something to you, and maybe, you're it's really bothering you, and you're like, oh, I can't believe that person said it to me, and like, and you're just holding on to it. It's making you tight, making your stomach tight. Everything is just, you're feeling like, your shoulders go up, like you're not chilled out. Whereas a poem is just part of this. It's part of the flow. He walked up to the top of the tree, and he saw a tiger there, and the tiger was snarling at him. And then over on the side, he saw a squirrel, and the little squirrel was just running up the tree, and the tiger and the squirrel looked at each other, and they realized that they are from the same forest, and then they became friends. Like a poem is imagination, but there's flow and there's ease. There's no rigidness, like the tiger ate the squirrel. There's none of that. So, and it's all about using your imagination, because either way, we get to choose how we define it. We get to choose how we define what is happening to us right now. So if somebody did say something to us that really hurt us, we can define how that makes us feel. We can say, oh, and not stay there for a very long time. Just, what that person said, it really hurt me. That's, I noticed that hurt me. I wonder if I feel this way when I go to the grocery store, and that person in the grocery, the lineup says something to me. Do I feel the same way as this person when they say something to me? No. Well, why does it hurt me like that with this person, but not with a stranger? Well, because I really care about this person. Okay, if I really care about this person and how they and the way they talk to me, then what can I do to change that? And then you can, use it poetically. Well, maybe if I don't react and respond and treat them like the way that I wish them to treat me, then maybe they'll get the message. Because if I start going at it, then it's going to rev me up, and that's not very poetic. It's not going to solve anything right now, but just create a lot of anger, and anger is not very poetic. So being chilled out in all situations is very poetic. It's elegant. And poetic is saying that eagles, if they carried a lot of baggage, in nature, animals, in nature, like, they don't hold on to grudges a lot. They don't stay in that anger. They don't stay in it for a very long time. They feel it, and then they move on to the next thing. Like, they're not there like gripping on it. They just get into it, they deal with it, and they move on. And that's very elegant. That's very poetic. So what poetic is teaching us today, and thank you very much, that when something happens to your life, just treat it as poetic for yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't grip and stay in that fear or that anger or that frustration. Those types of energies, don't stay there for a long time, because it's not good for your body, and it's not good for your nervous system, and you're not able to make the right choices. You're not able to, follow your heart, because your heart is closed. You're in that moment of gripping and griping. So just relax and have it be in that state of mind, state of being, where you're able to respond and just be easier on yourself. Just be easier on yourself and respond instead of reacting. Think of a poem as responding, like a flow. You're flowing. Respond instead of reacting. Yeah, respond. Don't react. Because at the end of it, you'll see how much easier it is on your body. And it's not worth getting yourself all out of whack, because it's really hard on your nervous system. Yeah. So poetic is saying, just slow down, respond, chill out, and just, yeah. I felt that. Okay, so that's a message for today, number 19. His name is Poetic. That's Poetic. So tomorrow is number 20, and I may do this format again. I may just ask on video what the message is. Normally I write it down. I have 88 Eagles, so I have a long way to go to figure out how the format's going to be and how I'm going to do it. And that's okay, because it's all fun for me. I'm learning and I'm enjoying it. So thank you for being here, and don't forget to fly higher. Fly higher than that. Bye for now.